Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into the incredibly fast-evolving world of AI tech.
It really is moving at light speed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is for those of you who really want to stay on the absolute cutting edge, but maybe without getting totally buried in information overload.
Yeah, there's so much happening.
So our mission today is, well, pretty clear. We're here to distill the latest, the most impactful developments in AI. We're talking coding assistants, autonomous agents, even AI finding software bugs. And we want to turn all that into clear, actionable insights for you.
It really feels like a moment of, well, unprecedented acceleration in AI, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
And what's really striking, I think, is how quickly these things are moving out of the research labs,
Right.
and into actual practical tools that are fundamentally reshaping industries, even just our daily workflows. We've sifted through like a mountain of recent announcements, analyses, all that stuff, and pulled out what we think paints a really vivid picture of this landscape. We're excited to share the most impactful nuggets.
Absolutely. And trust me, the insights we're about to unpack, they're full of surprising applications, some really significant shifts in how we might approach work. We're talking about tools that promise to fundamentally change how we build stuff, how we manage it, even how we secure digital products.
Brave changes.
So whether you're a developer listening or a project manager, or maybe just someone deeply curious about where AI is headed, let's explore what this all actually means for you.
Okay.
Let's kick things off with something that's rapidly changing the developer's world, their workbench, really.
Yeah, the IDE space.
We've seen this sudden surge of new AI-powered integrated development environments, IDEs, right? Specifically designed to supercharge how developers write code. And just yesterday, Amazon made a pretty big splash. They released their own AI IDE. It's called Kiro.
Kira, right, I saw that.
It's a VS Code fork powered by Claude Sonnet 4.0. And get this, it's currently free to use.
Yeah, the free part is interesting. But what really stands out about Kira, I think, is its core philosophy. They're calling it spec-driven development.
Spec-driven. Okay, what does that mean exactly?
Well, instead of a developer just, vaguely prompting, build me a logging page.
Right, the usual way maybe.
Exactly. You actually define detailed specifications and acceptance criteria first, like proper engineering specs.
Okay.
And then Kiro translates those into structured, scalable code. And it doesn't just stop there. It includes unit tests, accessibility features.
Wow, so it's trying to avoid that sort of AI slop people talk about.
Precisely. That's the goal. It's really aimed at enterprise-level quality consistency. It essentially acts like, multiple roles rolled into one. A co-pilot, sure, but also maybe a tech lead, even a bit like a product manager.
Really? How so?
Well, it checks tests automatically when you save a file. It updates documentation if APIs change, things like that.
That's pretty smart.
And apparently, AWS developers used it internally, built a whole notification system in just days, something that they said previously took weeks.
Okay, days versus weeks. That sounds incredibly powerful for developers.
It is.
But, like you said, this isn't happening in a vacuum, right? Kira is stepping into a really competitive arena.
Oh, absolutely. Highly competitive.
We've seen so much movement recently in this space. I mean, remember all that buzz around OpenAI maybe buying Windsurf, that VS Code fork?
For billions.
Yeah, that was huge news for a minute, and then it fell apart.
Right. And then Google swooped in, basically gutted the talent for, $2.4 billion?
Yeah, a massive talent acquisition.
And then Cognition, the Devin creators, they ended up buying the scraps, basically, in an all-stock deal.
It just shows you companies are, desperate maybe, highly motivated, certainly, to get developers using their products, their ecosystem.
Exactly, which it does make you wonder, why is this market suddenly so incredibly hot? Well, look at Anthropic, for instance. Their revenue has reportedly just exploded from under $1 billion to over $4 billion this year.
Wow, $4 billion.
Yeah, and a lot of that is apparently fueled by their Claude Code CLI tool.
Okay.
And remember, Amazon itself is an $8 billion investor in Anthropic, so there's a connection there.
Right.
But this kind of dependency on these big models like Claude, it creates challenges too. Look at Cursor. They had that whole public apology thing recently after some pricing tweaks really caught customers off guard.
I remember that, yeah.
So Kira coming in, apparently offering more Claude usage for a lower initial price, that definitely puts pressure on competitors. Significant pressure.
Okay, so it's not just the big tech giants, though, driving all this innovation.
No, definitely not.
We're also seeing some incredible stuff coming out of the open source community. Just recently, There was Kimi K2 from China.
Ah, yes, Kimi K2.
An open-weight agentic coding model. And
Right.
when we say agentic, what do we mean? We mean it can actually plan and execute complex multi-step tasks on its own to get something done.
Yeah, it's not just predicting the next word. It's planning.
Exactly. And Kimi K2 is apparently already getting close to Claude's performance level.
It's impressive. Some are calling it a deep seek killer, built on a similar architecture apparently, but proving more powerful in benchmarks.
Right. I saw it outperform GPT-4 and Sonnet 4 in some agentic tests, coding benchmarks. It apparently has the highest score ever on the live code bench, 53.7%. Better than ChatGPT even.
That's right. And what's really amazing, I think, is its ability to build almost anything from just a single prompt.
Like what sort of things?
Oh, people have shown it building, a plane simulation, a budgeting app, tic-tac-toe with animations, even like a Talking Tom clone.
Seriously, from one prompt.
Pretty much. And the big plus, it's open source, so you can install it locally, keep your data on your own machine.
That's huge for privacy and control. Is there a catch?
Well, the main thing right now seems to be speed. Generation can be a bit slow, but the team says they're actively working on optimizing it.
Okay, makes sense. And building right on top of that, there's now Kimi Coder.
Yeah, from the same folks who did Llama Coder, it's built around Kimi K2.
And it promises faster results, fully agentic capability, still free, still local hosting.
That's the pitch. Kimi Coder has this mode, Tray 2.0 solo mode, they call it.
Okay.
And it acts as a kind of context engineer. It tries to understand your whole project, craft detailed specs, write the code, fix errors, even deploy the app.
So it's really managing the whole process.
It's aiming to, it can apparently even take UI UX designs as input. Someone replicated a whole note-taking app, drag and drop features and all, just from the design.
Wow. Okay, that really underlines this shift, doesn't it? Towards AI agents that can really understand and run with complex multi-step tasks,
Right.
not just churning out code snippets.
Absolutely. It's a different level of capability.
So, speaking of these complex multi-step tasks, the whole idea of a fully autonomous AI engineer, it feels like it's getting much closer to reality.
It does, doesn't it? We've seen Devin, for instance.
Right, the AI engineer.
Capable of working on multiple features at the same time, handling distinct tasks on the same website, but in parallel.
That's a serious productivity boost. Autonomously generating pull requests, deployments.
Exactly. And then you have Replit. Their CEO shared recently that their Replit agent has made these huge leaps in autonomy.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the LLMs they're using can now stay coherent, stay on task for up to 7 hours straight.
7 hours.
Yeah. Effectively completing what they estimate is maybe a week's worth of work in that single stretch.
That's incredible. So what's holding them back now? What's the bottleneck?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Often it seems to come down to what's being called computer use.
Computer use.
Yeah, basically the AI agent's ability to interact smoothly and reliably with things like web browsers or the desktop environment, clicking things, navigating interfaces.
Okay. The physical interaction part, almost.
Kind of. And Replit is tackling this with some clever stuff. They've built this transactional infrastructure. It lets the agent roll back changes if something goes wrong.
Oh, like a database transaction?
Sort of, yeah. And they're also doing something called sampling.
Sampling.
They spawn multiple agents, have them try different approaches to solve a problem, and then just pick the best result, which, as you can imagine, dramatically increases the reliability.
Okay, that makes sense. Try multiple paths.
Right. And it suggests this future where maybe the bottleneck isn't even engineering time anymore. Maybe it's just our human ability to come up with the ideas in the first place.
Huh. That's a provocative thought. The bottleneck becomes human creativity.
Potentially.
Okay, so it's clear AI agents aren't just for coding anymore. They're really starting to transform how we manage information, boost personal productivity too.
Definitely. There's this tool, Remio. Have you seen this?
Remio, tell me about it.
Okay, so imagine an AI tool that just grabs all your scattered data. Articles you save, blog posts, PDFs, tweets, even YouTube videos.
Yeah, my digital mess.
Exactly. And it turns that mess into a clean, organized, searchable knowledge base automatically.
Okay, I need that. How does it work?
It uses a local AI engine, runs on your machine, and it organizes everything into these smart collections. Then you can just ask it questions in natural language directly to your own personal library.
And it's local.
That's the key part, yeah. Local first is their approach. All your saved content stays right there on your device. Big privacy win.
That is huge.
And it can even do things like grab YouTube video transcripts, summarize them, give you timestamps to the key chapters.
So I could get the gist of like a 3-hour video in minutes.
That's the idea. It really is like having your own personalized ChatGPT, but trained only on your stuff.
Wow. Okay, that's compelling for personal use. What about beyond that? Like design and automation for people who aren't coders?
Yeah, AI is making huge strides there, too, making advanced stuff accessible. Have you ever seen a website and just thought, man, I wish I could just copy that design?
All the time.
Well, there's a tool called CloneWebX. It lets you literally clone entire website UIs or even just specific elements you like.
No way.
Yeah, and it clones them directly into popular page builders like Webflow or Elementor. No coding needed.
And are the clone sites usable, like editable?
Totally. Fully responsive, fully editable. You can even grab elements from different sites and mash them up.
Okay, that's potentially game-changing for web design. And for professionals, you mentioned presentations.
Right. GenSpark. This is an AI agent that can build entire presentations for you, from just a prompt or maybe a research doc, even from code comments. And it does it in minutes.
Minutes. Presentations usually take hours.
Exactly. It uses this sophisticated setup they call a mixture of agents, like 9 different LLMs and over 80 specialized tools.
Oh, why so complex?
Well, it routes different tasks, design, layout, chart generation to specialized agents that are best suited for that specific job. The idea is higher accuracy, better results.
So it's not just one giant AI try to do everything.
Correct. It's like a team of specialist AIs. And it really shifts things. You know, we talk about vibe coding for engineers sometimes.
Right.
This enables like vibe working for everyone else. Vibe PPTing, vibe emailing.
Vibe PPTing. I like that.
GenSpark can whip up technical presentations straight from code, pulling in snippets, architectural diagrams. Or it could take the same info and adapt it for, say, a younger audience, adding goofy characters, simpler language.
That's incredibly versatile. It makes complex things like visualizing data from Excel or PDFs almost instantaneous for anybody.
That's the power, yeah. Instantaneous expertise, almost.
Yes. Okay, so if you want to take automation even further, like automate almost anything in your life or work.
There's a really powerful tool for that, and it's free, open source. It's called NEN, N-A-N.
NEN, okay. Yeah. I've heard people call it a Zapier killer.
Yeah, that comparison comes up a lot because it lets you automate these complex workflows, but directly from a visual, graphical interface. No code, usually.
So what kind of things can you automate?
Almost anything, really. You can set up triggers, like pull news from RSS feeds, have an AI summarize it, then send the summary to your Discord.
Okay, that's handy.
Or you could get more technical. Execute commands on your home lab servers, ping things, check if they're up, and if something's wrong, have an AI agent try to troubleshoot it before you even wake up.
Seriously? AI troubleshooting my home server?
It's possible. It really shows how broad the applications of these AI agents can be. AAN integrates with tons of services, and you can build custom connections too. Its AI agent node is pretty clever. It can take chat input, figure out what you mean, and then use connected tools, maybe a command line tool, to perform an action and report back.
So it's a platform for automating pretty much whatever you can connect to it.
That's a good way to put it. From personal news summaries to complex IT management.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's explore a more provocative area. AI in cybersecurity.
Ah, yes. The AI hacker.
Pretty much. Meet XBOW. It's an autonomous AI-based penetration testing platform.
XBOW, okay. Built by ex-Google, ex-Meta security folks, right?
That's right. And they claim it's the first commercial AI-read team agent. This isn't just your standard vulnerability scanner.
No, it's more than that. It apparently thinks plans.
Exactly. It performs enumeration, scanning, actual exploitation, and then it even writes professional, human-quality bug reports.
The agentic framework, again, that's what's really striking about XBOW. It takes live feedback, adapts its attacks on the fly, plans multi-step intrusions.
And the results.
Pretty staggering. In one test, it solved 85% of 104 novel challenges in just 28 minutes.
28 minutes. How long would that take a human?
The estimate was 40 hours for human testers.
Wow. Okay.
And it found 2 brand new CVEs. Those are the standardized vulnerability identifiers. Plus, it used other LLMs as validators to double-check its exploits. They say it uncovered over 200 zero days and known CVEs in total.
So the big question then, is this the future of hacking? Or pen testing, at least?
Well, it certainly seems like a major part of it. And it's not just theoretical, it's already happening.
How so?
XBOW actually topped the HackerOne US leaderboard for bug bounty hunters for the period April to June 2025.
Cop the leaderboard and AI.
Yep. submitted nearly 1,000 reports, found critical bugs, remote code execution, SQL injection, the serious stuff.
And companies are using it?
They are. Fintech, crypto exchanges, banks, SaaS companies, and, maybe controversially, some are even reportedly cutting back on their human red team staff because of it.
Oof. Okay. So is the human pen tester obsolete?
Not so fast. If we look at the bigger picture, XBOW seems really good at handling maybe 80% of the predictable, deterministic types of bugs.
Okay, the common stuff.
Right. But humans are still absolutely essential for that remaining 20%. The really complex stuff, things like business logic issues or feature bypasses.
What are those exactly?
Flaws that require a deep understanding of the business context, creative thinking, spotting non-obvious connections, things that aren't just about finding a known vulnerability pattern.
So the AI handles the grunt work, humans do the really tricky thinking.
That seems to be the emerging picture, which does suggest that maybe junior penetration testers, those focused on the more common vulns, might face disruption. It really highlights the need to constantly upskill into more complex, nuanced problem solving.
Continuous learning. The theme continues. Okay, let's shift focus again maybe to the underlying AI models themselves. There's a significant evolution happening there too, right? Especially around code.
Yes, definitely. There's this company, Reflection AI, and their product, Asimov.
Asimov, named after Isaac.
Presumably. And it's being touted as maybe the best code research agent in the world.
Code research, not code generation.
Exactly. That's the key distinction. Most coding tools we've talked about are focused on generating new code. Asimov focuses on comprehension, understanding existing code.
Okay, why is that important?
Well, it acts like a deep researcher for massive, complex code bases. The kind of insights you might get from a principal-level engineer, but available instantly. And this addresses a core point Reflection AI makes. How do engineers actually spend their time? They argue maybe 80% isn't writing new code, it's spent understanding complex systems, figuring things out, collaborating.
Right, reading code, debugging, meeting.
Precisely. So Asimov aims to be this omniscient oracle. It ingests knowledge not just from the code base, but also from Slack chats, Jira tickets, project management tools.
The whole context.
The whole context. The goal is to radically accelerate tasks like onboarding a new engineer, taking it from potentially months down to just weeks.
Okay, so it's a move towards AI that really understands the problem, the context, not just one that spits out lines of code.
That seems to be a major trend, yes. Deeper understanding.
And this deeper understanding, this focus on context, leads us nicely into the evolution of how we even interact with these AIs, doesn't it? What we used to call prompt engineering seems to be morphing into something else, context engineering.
That's the term gaining traction, yeah. Shopify's CEO, Toby Litke, and Andrej Karpathy, a big name in AI.
Yeah, know him.
They've both highlighted this. Karpathy described context engineering as essentially the art of providing all the necessary context for the task to be plausibly solvable by the large language model.
So it's not just the prompt anymore, it's everything around the prompt.
Exactly. It's about designing these dynamic systems that feed the LLM the right information in the right format at precisely the right time it needs it. It's much more architectural.
Okay, so if we connect that back to the AI agents we were discussing.
Context engineering is like the invisible thread, right?
Yeah.
It optimizes all the components of an agent, its planning module, its memory, the tools it uses, the actions it takes. Everything relies on getting the context right. It also helps tackle challenges like multi-agent cooperation. You know, when you have several AI agents working in parallel, sometimes they might produce conflicting results because they don't share the same context, the same understanding.
Ah, okay. They step on each other's toes.
Pretty much. So a lot of the work now is about making these multi-agent frameworks simpler, more compact, ensuring clearer communication, better shared information between the agents, better context management, essentially.
And are there standards emerging for this?
There are concepts like MCP, Multi-Agent Communication Protocol. The idea is to standardize how agents connect to different tools, different knowledge sources, kind of like a USB-C, but for APIs and data that agents use.
A universal connector for AI agents. Makes sense.
Yeah, making it all plug and play.
Wow. What an incredible deep dive that was into the absolute latest in AI tech.
So much ground covered.
Seriously, we saw how AI is just revolutionizing coding new IDEs like Kiro, these powerful open source agents like Kimi K2 and Kimi Coder.
Right, and the truly autonomous engineers like Devin and the Replit Agent.
Yeah. And then beyond coding, exploring AI's impact on our personal knowledge with Remio.
That local knowledge base.
Visual design and content creation with CloneWebX and GenSpark, making complex stuff easy.
Yeah, the vibe working.
Huh, right.
Yeah.
And that comprehensive workflow automation with N8N, automate anything.
Or almost anything, yeah.
And then, of course, XBOW AI, showing us that real cutting edge of AI and security, finding vulnerabilities faster, more accurately than we thought possible, maybe.
It's really pushing boundaries. And if we connect all these threads, try to see the bigger picture, what we're really witnessing is a fundamental shift, isn't it, in how we work, how we interact with technology.
Seems like it.
The focus is increasingly moving towards this comprehensive agentic AI. AI that doesn't just assist you, but can autonomously perform really complex tasks because it deeply understands the context.
Right.
Which naturally raises that important question. When AI can handle such an increasing percentage of tasks, even the complex, predictable ones, what does that mean for the role of human creativity, human critical thinking, that unique business intuition? What's our role in the future?
Exactly. It's becoming really clear, I think, that while AI is automating and enhancing so much, those truly unique human skills, creativity, strategic thinking, empathy, complex problem solving, in novel situations, they're going to become even more valuable.
I agree. The premium shifts.
So for you, the listener, the learner, it really suggests this continuous journey, doesn't it? Adapting, focusing on developing what makes you uniquely capable in this landscape that's changing so incredibly fast.
Indeed. Constant evolution.
This has been the Deep Dive. We really hope this exploration into the latest AI tech leaves you not just, well-informed, but also genuinely inspired to think about the incredible possibilities and maybe the challenges that lie ahead.